Now, our soundtrack cannot be defined by genre necessarily. We are more about mood and vibe and energy, really. Tonight's special guest for Pillow Talk seems to have mastered the art of mood and melody in her music. She's an Australian native with lyrics and melody that seduce and hypnotize. We play some of her music here. It's part of our soundtrack. Her music has also been featured in luxury retail, hotels and resorts, health and wellness, media, and smooth lounge radio stations all over the world, including here in the Satin Lounge. And how lucky are we that she is soon to release her debut CD. It's called Insight. It's coming to us very, very soon. Satin Lounge, please help me welcome indie artist je-nay-luh. Welcome.
Thank you, Kia. I'm looking forward to talking with you.
I'm looking forward to it. Let's get to talking, pillow talking. You know what? Happy belated birthday to you. I hear you just celebrated your birthday.
Thank you. A few days ago.
Yeah, would it be rude to ask how old you are now? Yeah, it would be rude.
21 plus.
Then you're legal. You can do this with me tonight. Well, happy belated birthday to you.
Very legal.
Man, as you
Thank
can
you
hear,
so
Satin
much.
Lounge, there's something pretty seductive about a woman with an accent, isn't it? I know. No, really, you're very seductive in your delivery and your music, and it fits the lounge very well, the Satin Lounge. Your name, je-nay-luh, I love it. What does it mean? Is that your birth name? Where did that come from?
It is actually. It's actually a mix of my three names. My first name is Janelle. My middle name is Elaine with an A, and my last name is Lawrence. So Janelle, Elaine, Lawrence. You take the first letters of those three words, and it becomes je-nay-luh, and it was perfect. It was a very organic discovery, and it just fits perfectly to the music and my character, what I write about. So that's how it came about, quite organically.
Your music is organic. I always feel like I'm whisked away into some, I don't know, I'm listening to the waves of the ocean, or I need to, light some candles or get me some wine. I love the lounge and chill out vibe that you have. Now, you're from the beautiful surroundings of Southeast Queensland. Can you describe what sort of things would enrapture me if I were to visit Queensland? Well,
Queensland is on the eastern side, so facing the Pacific Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm basically right on the ocean. I do live out probably 10-15 minutes from the ocean, and I'm out in the countryside where there's mountains, and I'm living in a valley which faces onto a creek.
How beautiful.
And that creek runs into the ocean. But it's got the Gold Coast is, I think, the sixth largest city in Australia. So it's not a capital city, but just a little bit smaller.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you can go out in the mountains, you can go down to the beach and go surfing, and there's shopping and all sorts of things you can do. You get the best of both worlds, basically. You can go to the hinterland, to the forest, but then you can go down to the beach and play there. So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful area. I was born on the Gold Coast, and I've lived here, being raised by my family, and working and singing, and working as a session singer and doing all sorts of things.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful place to be creative and to think and to write and to get back to nature and be surrounded in that environment. I'm very fortunate.
It sounds like a beautiful place. I might have to put that on my to-do list to go and visit Queensland someday.
Come visit. I'll show you around.
Okay, that's all you needed to say. I'm there.
Come on. Oh.
You mentioned that you have a musical background. You said you were a session vocalist, and you've been involved with music from a very young age. I even read somewhere that being from a musical family, that I guess your roots are gospel and country. Am I correct about that?
Yes, definitely. My parents were in a country gospel band, so they used to go around. My mum was the bass player, and my dad was the lead guitarist. So I would obviously go with them, and B-side stage, knew all the words and would sing and dance along. And my parents often tell me that the audience would start watching me singing so I had stayed and stopped watching the band playing. So they knew that I had something.
You were a natural-born performer.
Natural-born performer, yes. And my parents, my mum would always sing nursery rhymes to me. And then I grew up singing in the church because my parents are church people. And then I finished school and went off and became a voice teacher, and then started doing session vocal work. And it just kept, the opportunities just kept coming to me, and it really felt like, okay, maybe I'm really destined to do this and actually start taking it seriously. I never really pushed myself to go on. Something was leading me to continue singing, and it's a passion and I love it. And I just decided to take this journey because my life was taking me there, and it's just been such a beautiful journey. It continues to be that, definitely.
Absolutely. And we're fortunate to have you be a part of the soundtrack of our lives. I personally enjoy your music. I literally stumbled upon you. I had a fan who sent me an email saying, hey, have you heard of this artist? And I obviously had not. Wow. And I ran across Lowdown, which is a part of our soundtrack here in the Satin Lounge. And I'm so fortunate that we did, because it fits our vibe.
Definitely.
Are there musical influences that kind of, I know that you have influenced so many as being a teacher and a vocal coach and being in vocal sessions and so forth, but who's influencing you? We played Sade earlier.
Definitely.
Who do you love listening to?
If I could aspire to Sade, I would be a very happy person. Sade was, I guess if I go back to my childhood growing up, female singers that influenced me, because I was more into pop and R&B. So I was into Mariah, Carey, Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, Toni Braxton, Janet Jackson. That was my influences growing up. But as I got older and matured and started looking into more other genres of music, then that's when I came across obviously Sade and Samantha James, another influence. Oh, yeah. Gael, I think, Clara Hill. So, and I started developing a bit more appreciation for lounge female artists. But Sade, my first interaction with her was actually in the movie Indecent Proposal, with Demi Moore and Woody Harrelson.
Oh yeah.
From I think and Robert Redford. And there's actually a scene in that movie when that song is No Ordinary Love is playing, and I would have been only probably pre-teens or early teenage years, and that was my first.
Your introduction to Sade.
To Sade, and that beautiful, seductive vocal and music. And that song, I could play that on repeat over and over and over again and just float on this world of bliss. And it's just so interesting that here I am at this age and at this life journey, and I've become that singer within that genre. And it started from way back when I was probably 10, 11, 12. And that was my first connection. It's carried through all the way to where I am today. So I have a lot to be thankful to Sade for, definitely.
Oh, yeah. We all do. We're speaking a lot about lounge music. It is literally a genre now. They call it chill out music, lounge music. Could you maybe possibly describe what that genre of music is for those who might be unfamiliar?